how to do Buttock lift with lipofilling, especially. And this, it will be for experts. I know that all the persons here know what's the injection of Buttock and what's the complication and what's the precaution and all of this. But we are here for some of those to be a brand in lipofilling, not just for market work. So we have 2 points. We have the waist and we have the hip. So the operation mainly is liposculpture, is liposuction before lipofilling. So you have to waste your time in the operation to do your liposuction very well, because this will give you forgiveness of the patient after this. So in my opinion, we can do it for every variety. You can do it isolated, you can do it combined with Tamitak or lipectomy, or even with implant augmentation. And for every patient, 10 patient, obese patient, we can do it if we follow some guidelines or the notes of my personal experience. About the marking, the K, and I believe very well in the Hogan's principles of this marking, because he concentrated, he focused mostly on the flank aggressive liposuction and the liposuction with cushion of the area between the flank and the greater trochanter. And he mentioned that we have to do liposuction. We don't ignore it and don't be so precautious, because I will mention this after a while. And don't forget belly height definition. Don't ever forget belly height definition, and don't underestimate this. You have to do the belly first, and you finish your work on belly, because this will add to your result in the waist. And this is the most important than the hip. Another important trick that you have to check the retraction, the gluteal retraction. The patient on the left, no retraction with flexion of the thigh. The patient on the right, there are retraction with flexion of the thigh. And this means that the retraction in the first case is cutaneous, but in the second case it reaches to the fascia, reaches to the muscle, and you may lipo injection only. Don't give promises for the patient. By lipo injection only, you can, or you may need to surgical excision, and you may even need to do augmentation by an implant. In driving, I like full body with totally prepared table before the operation, because you will do it 360 degree, and you will give supine position and prone and so you don't wanna waste your time in regrab. Position of the table, supine first. Finish your belly work first, then prone, then pause the cubiti. Do not ignore the cubitus position in your liposuction. Don't be lazy, it deserves and it's easy. So, your concept of lipomodeling, you have to know that the suction of the flank will not get by only liposuction in the supine position and prone position with ignoring of the cubitus position. Why? Why? Because rats don't play only between breasts, but they do it in love handle. You have in love handle a special compartment of fat called lumbosacral fat that is a triangle, and it's like a rat. It escapes from you in supine position, it escapes from you prone position. So how you will catch it? You will catch it by this, the cubitus position, and by a curved cannula. So, in this patient, it's pre-operative on the left, and the post-operative on the table on the right. You are happy, right? It's a fake happiness, and don't cheater when you are in with plastic surgeons, because when this patient, the same patient, is a patient of mine. So when this patient stands, the pre-operative here and the post-operative here, the patient will be happy, but you are, as a plastic surgeon, will not be happy. It's some trick of non-happiness, because you have the tombstone stone appearance with the problem of the flanks that you didn't care about it by the cubitus suction. So about the suction, be careful about negative suction for the sacral area, and put a drain, negative suction rate effect. Do not depend on only the bad, because it will not compress it will collect fluid, so it will not add to the result, the final result. So other note, this is the first patient I did it in BBL. And I did it by syringe suction because I was afraid and I was naive. But do not do syringe suction in BBL. It is distraction and no difference between the pre and post operative according to the level that you wanna BBL as a BBL. Other point, jackknife doesn't save life. In injection point. Many people do it in jackknife position. And the jackknife position, I don't reject it, but it gives you a false impression or early impression that you get a good size of the buttock, and this is wrong because it adds to the position, it adds to the projection. And injection in flat prone position will not danger the life if you are with your cannula parallel to the skin surface and away from the dangerous zone. So, the injection is retrograde. Do it from upper and lateral incision are enough. Do it parallel to the plane. Superficial injection will be to reshape the butt, especially in the gluteal trochanter, and deep will be for projection. So inject till butt reject. No special amount of, from my experience, from my personal, no special amount of fat. Inject till butt reject. Till but you feel that butt are soft and no space or no resistance. And don't bother the mother. Don't inject in the dangerous zone. Don't bother the mother, you're safe. Don't bother the mother and inject in subcutaneous. Don't bother the other mother, is the fascia of the muscle, to avoid the dynamic movement of the fat and to avoid complication. And at the same time, in your superficial injection, don't be very superficial to avoid this distraction between the dermis and subcutaneous and get this bully or this collection and this oil cyst of the injection. Don't ignore banana fold. Manage it by dissection, liposuction, and then re-injection of the line. This one is not of mine. It is Prof. I think. And this for if banana roll was so redundant, so surgical excision will be this. So about this patient, pre and post. Here, don't be afraid she's gonna gain a weight. The post after 4 months, the weight or the size reduced. But after 6 months, she will get a weight and the fat will get refreshed again and she will be happy again. So don't be upset with this. Other depression, the depression is already a depression of all of us because we injected and we get it resolved again. The patient is happy and she continues to send you a food until this depression gets depression. Oh doctor, the depression, my body reduced in this size. So the cubitus position is so important to inject the scoria and to target it very well. And this patient, when we don't target it, the post-operative is good, but after a while, the reduction in size is not all the size, it's just on the trochanter depression because you didn't do it from anterior. You have to inject it from anteriorly. And I see that no man's land, women understand because women know well that this area they like it to be full. And if you are naive and you will not, you will ignore it in your injection phase. So this patient, without injection from anterior, is of mine, and you will notice that no difference in pre and post. But this patient, when I catch it from anterior, you will note the notice between them and the result. Some cases, in masculine cases, with this guideline, it will help, and with retraction, it will help. And even in secondary cases, these notes will help. And in thin patient, will get a nice result. Also, obese patient, when you target from anterior, also it will help and it will give you the forgiveness. So the more you give in the procedure, the more they will forgive you after a while and after the result. About the pressure garment detail is not a big deal because the pressure garment is the last slide. The pressure garment, pressure of the garment is actually 6 millimeters mercury, so it's not about 100. So no difference between it's open or it's not open. It's not a big deal. Do it as you want or as you need. And this is the most points